I blame the special guest.
Yeah, they keep turning up. Have to sort out all the M&Ms and all that sort of stuff. Otherwise, have a busy fit. I think I've settled him down now. It's okay.
Oh, good. Hopefully, we'll get a good few hours sleep out of him.
Possibly, you never know. Evening all. You thought we were late, didn't you? All right, yeah, maybe we were. Yeah, sorry about that. We were busy chatting and doing stuff as usual, so sorry. Yeah, as you can see from down there, we've got a special guest. Ooh.
They can't see down there, James. Oh, it says in the chat. That's right.
It's scrolling across the screen.
We haven't done that for a long time.
No, I know. Got to keep people on their toes. And yeah, as you can hear, we have got, obviously, the wonderful Karl.
Hello, good evening. Tired, but yeah, I'm all right. All things considered, not doing too bad.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I'm hanging a bit.
Play makes Jack a dull boy. So it's been exceptionally dull the last few weeks.
Yeah, it tends to just make me miserable, but you can hardly notice the difference. Anyway, let's have a look, see who's with us. We've got 8 people watching, so thank you for being with us. We have such a long time since I've done this. I can't remember what we're doing. Dominic. Hi, Dominic.
Evening, Dominic.
Lovely Karl saying evening to everyone. We've got Twisted Rail Hobbies saying evening, everyone. Hope all are surviving the heat. It's been so hot, Karl is melting own resin. Yeah, it has been.
Yeah, you'll see what he's talking about. I'll put a picture in the gallery.
Okay, yeah, because I'm like, that was a blank look because I'm like, I don't know the relevance, but I'm sure it'll be cleared up. Dominic saying good evening. Chancer is also there saying good evening all. Evening, Chancer.
Evening, well. Chancer.
Candygram for Mongo. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Candygram.
And the answer is yes, we are. Yes. We are on. We're here. I'm not saying that your message jolted me into remembering to press the right button, but Skullfish says evening all.
Evening, Skullfish.
We've got Mark Shell saying evening all. Evening, Mark. How you doing?
Evening, Mark.
Trisha Rail Hobby says it's okay. We can blame it on Karl. Lisa always does. Well, that's true.
Yeah, but, I don't mind.
Yeah, no. White Glove Models is there. He's saying hello, everyone, and happy Saturday. Hope you're all well.
Good evening, Caitlin.
And the delightful Ian is there in Doubtthwaite saying evening, everyone. Evening, Ian.
Evening, Ian.
Ian, I've got a question for you straight off the bat. What ice cream is recommended for today? As we're coming to the end of July, is there a special ice cream we should be indulging in? You can let us know.
Ian will know.
So for this Saturday, obviously it is just me and Karl. The other guys have got other bits going on, life and stuff. Steve, if he's watching, he's hasn't said hello yet, but unfortunately, Steve is still in hospital. So best wishes to Steve. Going to be a little while longer yet, unfortunately. But, you know, he's in the right place. He's safe.
Yeah.
And, I'm sure he'll recover soon. So,
yes.
Best wishes, mate. And if you're not watching now, why?
Chop, come on.
Yeah, come on. Malcolm Charge is there saying good evening, everyone. Evening, Malcolm.
Good evening, Malcolm.
Mark Shell is saying beverage of choice is ice cold glass of Coke.
Yes, that'd be nice.
That would be nice. I actually have a small drink here, just here. It's come out of the fridge. It is water, obviously coloured.
Vodka is watercoloured.
It is. That's right. Canagram from Mongo, he's sending his best wishes to Steve. Yeah, absolutely. And White Glove Models is saying, I just had an ice cream called Oregon Trail. It had huckleberry in it. Just a berry. Best thing he's tasted in a while.
Oh.
Cool. And lastly, Mark is there saying, "Get well soon, Steve." Absolutely. Yeah. So we've got a surprise for you this evening, as you can see, is at the bottom of the screen. We do have a special guest, and he's here for a very special reason. So let's get him in from the green room. Make sure he's not finished all the M&Ms.
Hello.
Here he is.
How are you doing? Oh, fine. How are you?
Good. Very good.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm very well. Thank you very much. I've spent the entire day not sat at a computer, not doing any modeling. I've spent the entire day in my shed, cutting wood and stick it on the wall and pretending I know what I'm doing. Walking around with a drill and putting the charger in the drill. You have to put it in the back. It's like you have to load it and putting the battery in made me feel like a man today.
More importantly, have you got a tool belt?
Now I've got pockets.
Oh, he's not a real man. He's not a real man's man, is he?
Yeah, he's not a real DIY man. No,
I'm not.
No, you've got to have a belt.
No, I haven't got a belt. Not with the house tools on it.
I've got a belt with a tool in it.
I've got a belt with a tool under it.
I'm a tool and I wear a belt, so.
Oh, we're nearly there.
We didn't want to
between
say.
the three of us. We've got it covered. No, I haven't got a tool belt. There's no point because all the tools are in the shed. So what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? Just sit there and wear it.
You could stride around the shed all manly.
No, it wouldn't take long. It's only a small shed.
Striding earlier this morning might have been difficult. It might have hit his head a few times.
Yeah, yes, that's right. Yeah, so my shed is so I am 2 meters high, and the shed roof comes down to 190 centimeters. Ooh. Yeah, so well, not the roof. Sorry, the beam that went across was 190 centimeters high. So yeah, that was fun. My wife kept saying, "You just put some foam around it and it'd be fine," but I didn't. I don't want to actually hit my head and bounce off it.
So what did you do? Did you cut a hole in the beam for your head to go through, or?
No, I put a cat flap on it, so my head. No, what did I do? I put a new beam in and secured it, and then cut the old beam out. So I've got like that much extra headroom, which is perfect. It's the size of my head, but I can walk up and down without fear of concussion and knocking myself out, which is nice. Yeah,
excellent.
But the door is still really low. Do you remember I showed that? I was chatting to you, wasn't I? And I was holding it in front of the door, and the door is like that to there. So I have to be really careful about going in and out of the shed. But once I'm in, it's fine.
It's gonna be fine when you're doing a live from the shed. It'll be just a picture of your chin. The rest will be hidden.
Well, yeah, if the camera's outside, yeah,
special hole in the roof just for putting his head through.
Yeah, they'll cut a dome in it.
Oh, actually, that's a really good idea. You could have like an observation hatch and put like a plastic dome on there, and you could then stand and look at everybody.
Yeah, like a submarine.
Well, yeah. Let me run back to the chat because the chat's gone a little bit mad now. Malcolm, everyone wants to talk to Malcolm. I think that's what it's about. Where were we? You were there. So, Twisted Rail Hobbies has said, "Darn wish Lewis was on. Was going to rub it in. I just got approval to get the 3D printer set up. Oh, don't do that to him. It's not fair."
Nice.
No, do it to him.
Yeah, all right then. Steve's there. Well, Steve, a bit late. What's going on? Late on duty.
Hello, Steve.
Nice to see you, buddy. Obviously didn't get the notification. I don't know why. It was late popping up. Jacqueline's there saying, "Good evening, James, Karl, Malcolm, and I hope you're feeling better soon, Steve." Indeed.
Hi, Jacqueline.
Hello.
I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're feeling better because you've been a bit under the weather recently.
And Kevin.
And Kevin as well.
Yeah. Pair of them not been well.
Blimey. Well, I hope you're feeling better. Canada from Mongo saying hi to Steve. The Black Rifle himself said a quick drive-by, hello, thumbs up from work. There is a special guest in magnificent shape of my Mr. Child. Have a great stream. Have a great stream, guys. I'll get my teeth in later. White Glove Models is saying hello to Malcolm. Good to see you.
Hello.
Chump, it's jumped. Don't do that. Carl's just saying to Luke, good to see you. Be safe at work. Hello to Steve. Hope you're well. Little chat between you. I'm going to skip the chat between you. Sorry, guys. Just because otherwise I'll confuse myself. Twisted Rail Hobby says, no, we don't want to know about the mankini wearing stories this week. Okay. Who's been wearing mankinis?
So that sounds like a challenge.
It does now, yeah. I just would have walked by, but hey. Harry's there saying good evening, everyone. Hi, Harry. Nice to see you.
Hi, Harry.
Hello.
The Quano himself is there. Hi, Quano. Where are you? What are you doing? Wag a finger of why aren't you here? If you can, if not, don't worry. Mark Shadow said need to get a mind your head written above the door. Why?
Because I'll bump my head on the shed. See, if I have a sign that says "Mind your head," I'll remember, and I'll...
Well, no, just give you an imprint of the sign as you hit it.
No, because I'd see it, wouldn't I?
Oh, see, right, yeah, okay,
yeah. So I'd mind your head on the top, and then mind your step down the bottom.
You missed the one at the top. If you look at the one at the bottom,
yeah. So as long as you get one right,
hey,
it's great.
Now
it's 50%.
That's the way around it, Malcolm. What you need to do is put a crash mat inside the shed, and then just trip in every time, and then you'll never bang your head.
A crash helmet. That's a good life, isn't it? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I've got a sign that says duck or grouse, so I'm going to stick that up in the shed somewhere. It's the usual thing, isn't it, for pubs and things?
John Alex there saying hi there, James and Harry, and all. So yeah, a bit of hello between each other. Hi, John. Oh, the chat is being murderous tonight. I don't know about you guys, but it's jumping up and down all over the place.
That's what chat's for, isn't it? To chat.
Oh no, I don't mean that. As I'm trying to scroll on it, it's just up, down, back. Yeah. Anyway, Jacqueline's just saying, yeah, you both had COVID. Oh yeah, there's a lot of that going around at the moment. A lot of people I know have got COVID. We're both okay and going back to work on Tuesday. Well, good. Glad you're feeling better. The Lewis is there saying good evening all. Good evening, Lewis. You all right, mate? I hope you're being a good boy, looking after the little ones.
Eric's got something to tell you.
Yes, Harry wants to speak to you, Lewis. Everyone's saying hello to everyone else. Blah 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 blah. And we have got last in the chat is Wafu Dave saying good evening, peeps. Good evening.
Oh.
There you go. 22 people watching. Wow. Well done, everyone. Considering that we've been elusive, thank you all for tuning in. Yes. I appreciate that. Kind of man's just saying, been dealing with my leg bleeding all over the place. On the plus side, it's not. I must read this before I start reading it.
Little bleeder.
It's not leprosy. On the downside, it's not affecting my capabilities to be an utter gobshite. Well, you know.
Well, no comment.
Yes, we'll move past that. Well, I'm glad you're there, and I hope you've stemmed the bleeding by now. So, if it goes quiet in the chat, we will ask.
And ask for your Mankini stories too. Yes. What's your favourite Mankini stories?
Oh no. Quano Man, do not post pictures of Mankinis in the chat. Thank you.
You can't post pictures in the chat.
Oh, what did I say that for? Anyway. Yeah, so like I alluded to earlier, obviously I'm not going to go on about it too much, but obviously myself and everyone else have had changes in circumstances and life and work and all that sort of stuff. So we have been a bit elusive. I do try and leave it to the last minute to tell you that something's not happening in the hope that it does. But yeah, it's just how it is at the moment. So bear with us. And obviously with Steve in hospital as well, and you know, that's all that sort of stuff. And Lewis has become a house father. Because Nat's now working. Yeah, he lives in the land of luxury. So yeah, he's got to look after the kids. So all understandable stuff and reasons. But yeah, thank you for bearing with us. Anyway, tonight, enough all that. Tonight we've got to guess the thing from our wonderful guest. He has put something special together for us. I can't say I know anything about it, or if it's going to be another groaner, but he's here in person for you to voice your approval when we get to it. Obviously,
it's terrible. That's what I can say. I can confirm it's absolutely awful, and 26 people watching are going to be really, really annoyed that they spent the Friday night wasting their time watching this. Well, promise. That's a promise. That's a guarantee.
Well, yeah, as long as you're setting the bar high.
I'll hit my head on it.
Yeah, well, I can see that. Ian sent me a personal message saying this week's recommendation for his visit. He had a visit to the Beamish Museum of the North. So he has a coal vanilla ice cream. Is his recommendation for this week from Beamish. Coal.
Does it say coal?
Coal, as in black coal, the black brick you've set fire to.
Huh.
I just
like
read
coal
it out.
tar soap.
It's just lumps of coal that have been sat in the freezer, I guess.
Well, that doesn't have any flavour, does it?
Well,
I mean, maybe it's been barbecued.
Barbecued ice cream. Okay. I'm just going to catch up with the chat very quickly, and then we'll head over to the benches and see what we're all going to be up to tonight, etc. Wafu Dave is saying, links I can spy on the bench. Yes, you can. Twisted Rail Hobby says duct tape and super glue, Quano. Is that in a replacement for his mankini? Luke is saying mankini could be the official dress for next birthday bash.
Yes, Luke, we're all going to do that.
Yes, we are. Definitely, Luke.
Yeah,
yes.
All of us will.
Oh, dear. Quanaman is saying, but I've got a sparkly gold mankini. Not worried I send you any pictures on Facebook, James. No. Don't worry. I have the ability to skip it anyway. Rob is there saying good evening. Evening, Rob.
Hello, Rob.
Steve is just saying, oh, God, if that's anything like the last one he sent you, James, I hope not. Yeah, it still gives me nightmares. Obviously, talking about the mankini. Lewis is saying, is that Luke saying we're going to sing happy birthday to Nat in a mankini live on next birthday bash? I think that is what he said. Yeah, pretty much. Yes.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny how you name the colour of the mankini? Like that makes a difference.
Yeah. Oh, no, it does. Absolutely.
You know, like a sparkly gold or a lime green. Oh, my God, not lime green. That would be terrible.
Yeah, that's just make it look awful.
Get a black one. That's, a little black number. Be stylish. Be fine.
Oh, don't. Conor saying, no need, Mark. I've got a hot poker. That stopped the bleeding and made the dude at the hospital go lime green when I told him. I can just see him doing it and all. Lucy's saying, I'm okay, thanks to Kaylin. Look at chat again. Oh, this is so jumping all over the place. Wathu Davies saying, what's wrong with a Barat thong? If you don't know the answer to that question, there's no hope for you. Yeah. Don Pedro's in the chat saying, hello, folks. Hi, Don.
Oh, Don. Hello, Don.
Yeah, I'm seeing you for a little while. I hope you're well, mate. And last in the chat for now, Ian Dathway. He says, very much a gimmick at the museum. He's very minor orientated. Vanilla ice cream with black food colouring to turn your tongue black with popping candy mixed in to give you a gritty feel in the mouth.
Oh, delicious. Wow.
You're selling it to me. Big style.
It's quite clever, though. How they can,
Yeah.
you know, that's quite clever, I think.
So enough of all that. Let's go over to Karl. What's on the bench, Karl? Karl?
Yeah, just drilling a barrel out at the minute, but it's
Oh,
the links. So it's the machine gun bit for the links. So just drilling that out.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, and then we'll build the rest of the gun up. So,
cool.
So yeah, helicopters tonight.
Helicopters.
I've also been working on the next video for this.
Ooh.
So that shouldn't be too long until it's out. And of course, we've also been working on this. We are starting to mask up, ready for another coat of paint. So
cool.
That's what we're up to.
Excellent. Malcolm, how about yourself? What you got on the bench?
I have got this little dude, which I have had on my bench for quite some time. I bought this a couple of years ago at a wargaming show. It's a resin figure. I met the guy who was actually sculpted it, and it was the cheapest thing he had for sale. So honestly, I mean, stuff was brilliant, and I wish that I had the money to buy all the other things that he had, but this was up for sale, so I picked it up for, I don't know, £18 or something, quite expensive. So I've spent saved my time and take my time on it. And I've got a nice. Yeah, it's lovely. I've got a nice wooden base for it from Oakwood Studios. So all I need to do really is paint the black on here, and then I think I might redo some of the cloak. It's not coming through very well, and also it's got kind of dusty as well in the last little while since it's been sat here. So I might redo that. But yeah, the detail is incredible. So that's a Tamiya pot, so you can see how big he is.
Wow,
it's absolutely tiny. And then if I zoom in, he's got, whoa, there you go, plenty of features going on. And that's my thumb. It's brilliant.
Wow.
Yeah, it's lovely. And it kind of paints itself, to be honest. It's just really, really easy, really nice. I think actually I might increase the contrast in some of the leather parts now. I'm looking at it on the camera. I mean, the camera kind of washes it out a bit, but I think maybe I need a bit of a boost, a bit of a pinkiness in his cheeks as well. He's looking rather blue. But yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. Got to add some black around here tonight. That's what I was going to do. Yeah, that's it really. And then modeling wise, so that's figure wise. Modeling wise, I've still got my SR71 on the bench, slowly gathering dust, which will be hopefully the first thing I build in my new shed. That's the plan. Do you want to see that?
I saw that lurking in the background earlier.
Yeah. So I'll grab it. Hang on, I might have to zoom out a little bit because it's rather big. Let me move this out of the way. And I'm going to need more black than that.
Yeah.
Hang on. Okay, so this is the 148 Testers Blackbird. I had actually bought the Revel one but I'm currently working on the testers one, so I can't actually get it all in the shot. Look at that. I've even pushed the camera back.
Nice.
Yeah, there's still some filling to do. It's covered in dust as well now because it's been there for so long. But authentic model dust. sell that, couldn't I? But yeah, I mean, there's plenty of gaps and stuff. It doesn't fit very well. Lots of issues and things. But it's going to be hung up on the ceiling, so I'm not too worried about the top. So the underneath, again, still some issues. So there's a massive gap down there. You could have a bath in it, and it's not too bad in other places. But I think once it's painted black, I think you just won't see the gaps and stuff because the gaps are black, aren't they?
Yes.
And I'm also missing the nose part. Wasn't actually in the kit, so that's an issue. It's just basically a triangle with a pointy bit sticking out of it. So I might have to whittle something out of I don't know what, plasticard or something, just to make a little nose cone for it, and But yeah, it's beautiful. I wish you could see it all at once. It's impossible for me to move my camera any further away. But yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, excellent. Love it. Steady hand.
I noticed that Wafu Dave says, "No, Malcolm, surely you're not going to paint the underneath." It's a rolling joke with me. I don't paint my tanks. I don't paint the underside because I think it's a waste of paint and a waste of time. No one's going to look at the underside. But this is going to actually be painted underneath because it's an aeroplane and it's going to be hung up on the ceiling. So I have to paint the underneath. But, Wafu Dave, I'm not going to paint the top. Because no one's going to see it. No, I am. But not as much as I'm going to paint the bottom.
You so should leave it not painted. It just would be funny.
Well, then no one better see it.
No.
So it might be, it might not be. Who knows?
Lewis is just saying, take the nose out of the Revel one.
I haven't opened the Revel one. I could, but then I wouldn't have a nose for when I do the Revel one.
Yeah, but you might look in the Revel pack and realise that the nose is missing. So you might have to contact Revel and say the nose is missing.
Oh, I can't do that.
Wafu Dave's found that quite funny. Yeah, that's true.
Good.
Let me come on out there for a minute. Let me just quickly do the chat and then we'll head over to my bench and see what I've been doing. Not a great deal, so chatting between selves. Just a clarification from Twisted Rail Hobby saying a disclosure: the tape and glue was for the leg wound, not for dressing up in. So you take that all off, Quano Man. Don Pedro is saying he's not done any model making for a while. I know we're all having a chance to catch up, Don.
Yes.
You'll be back to the bench soon, I'm sure. So that's right. So he had made that error. He had started taping himself up and gluing. Quano Man's just clarified that. He's also saying that figure is me with a cape, apparently. He must have some very strong glasses.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. This guy's got like muscles and
no,
form,
hang
character.
on. I've got form and I've got muscles. It's just all incredibly relaxed.
Waiting for your time to shine.
Absolutely. Luke saying, my, that's a big one, Malcolm. Have a look at green stuff. Have a look at green stuff for your whittling, Mr. Childs. You can fashion a mould to ensure the straight edges. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yep.
Twisted Rail Hobbies also suggested you could 3D print a nose.
Yes,
right,
I could.
Yes,
I could.
Yeah. I know a man that's really good at doing that sort of thing. He's in the chat. I'm sure he'd love another challenge.
There you go. Print me a nose. Person who does that.
It'll stop him wearing duct tape. So,
yeah, I think you're right. I think I can just do a clay version and sand it down. Be fine. Be fine. No problem.
You should be fine.
I can't write to Revel. That's terrible.
No.
Dear Revel, I bought
was-
a kit that didn't have a nose in it. It wasn't one of your kits, but I'll mention that bit.
Well, in fairness to Revel, I have known them to be incredibly helpful, even when it's not their fault.
Oh, right.
So, while I said it in jest, actually, they may well be willing to help.
All right, well, give it a try.
And to be honest, if you take the honest approach, they might just write back to you and say, "You cheeky so-and-so, go away."
Well, I'd hope so.
Yes. So on my bench, what I've been doing, I've been playing with seatbelts. Just literally today, I finished doing them. So I've done the seatbelts for the seats, which is strange. So my aim, if I get any chance today at some point, is I'm going to do a little bit of chip into the seats. They've got the base colours on. I need to get certainly the pilot one done, because then I can close up the fuselage and move forward. Also, progress on the Hellcat wise is limited. We have the second part of our wings done, all done, just base colours for now. And I can't really move forward until the fuselage is together. So, but I have been a bit mad in that I have chosen to not use the kit parts for the flaps. There is a reason for it. It's not quite as insane as it sounds. He says reaching for the part. So this is the kit part. And as you can see, it's fine. It's nicely molded. But as you can imagine, the flaps on the Hellcat are holy. Not religiously, but just holes in them for when they're doing their diving. And there are obviously two bits that marry up. So I can't drill out these holes anymore because they don't line up with the ones on the other side. And that's just the way that they are. It's just how it is. But I could, in theory, just use what I've got. But me being me, I've chosen to go for the landing flaps in PE. Mad from Infinity, so you shouldn't have any issues. But that is it.
Gosh,
those are the flaps. So one of the reasons I've done it is because on the half that I showed you a minute ago, which obviously will be up at an angle, the flaps will be closed, so you won't see any of it. So it's sort of a waste of money in a way. But the lower halves of the this half, I'm going to have the flaps open slightly. So the extra detail will make a lot of difference. But the other reason for me finally deciding to do this was that when you stick these kit parts together, the ending of them isn't brilliant. That's one reason. The second part is that, as you can probably see, there's a line just here where you can cut the flaps for if you have the wings folded. However, this line doesn't match up with this line. So if you cut through, you end up cutting something, destroying some of the detail underneath. Which I don't understand why that would be, but yeah, they've obviously, when they've done the molding, they either decided that people wouldn't be stupid enough to open to have the wings folded so that it wouldn't make any difference. But obviously they've not met me, so yeah.
So it's folded and flapped down.
Sorry,
is it folded wings and flaps down as well?
I'm going to do that, yeah. So the idea being is the build will be in the on the hangar deck of a carrier that will be being worked on, and someone will be playing with the flaps.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
So the flaps will be out then rather than down, so they'll be kind of out like ears.
They won't be together, yeah. So they'll be apart.
Oh no, hang on. The flaps in the middle section before the bend, before the hinge.
Sorry.
Or the flaps on the end of the wings.
So this part here,
yeah,
is the part that goes on to this part, this wing.
Before the hinge or after the hinge?
Before the hinge. So
Right. Okay. So, yeah.
about that much.
Got
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's a lot of work really for the effect I want, but I'm hoping that the decision was a wise one, and that when I put these together, they'll look a lot better than they do on this. So, but the only way
thing is
around
going to look fantastic. You know that, don't you?
Oh yeah, hopefully. The only way
I
around it is
keep telling him that, Malcolm. But he doesn't listen.
when you cut. I'm not listening. When you cut through this, basically one of these support bars here, you cut through, and I am not making that. Trying to remold that because that's so much harder than making the PE. But yeah, so anyway, that's what I've just chosen to do. So that's where I am with the Hellcat.
Cool.
There will be a live at some point, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some of the PE of the flaps live. God help me. But what I probably would do is do one half off camera to see how easy it is before I just jump in there.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so that's done, and I've got obviously this part here. Let me just go back to myself very quickly. It's all about
It's
me.
not about you.
So I've got this part. This is the bit that's on the main fuselage, attached to the main fuselage. So the folding mechanism, etc., is all in there. I have a couple more new pictures of all the pipe work that I've got to add to it that doesn't come with the kit. And there is it's not about 7 or 8 pipes per wing. So we're going to add that in. And what I'm hoping to do is if I can get the fuselage together, that means I can put this support bar into the fuselage, attach this wing and get the other wing attached, and then finish them off. And then I've got the joy of trying to put the two halves together, which, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare because they don't fit very well. So, but anyway, enough of my whinging. It'll look great when it's done. Eventually.
Of course it will.
Funny enough, Lewis, we were saying just that when I was talking to Karl earlier. That's why we were late. You love her so much. It's a shame you don't live closer because I potentially would be saying, "Can you make these?" But here we go. Wafu Dave is just suggesting that closed flaps is not a good thing. Well, that's a good update, James. Thank you from Dominic. That's no problem. Quanaman says, if you get frustrated with a PE, you can melt it down and make something useful. Not the price of that, I won't be. Harry's saying, not good when you got trouble with your flaps. Yeah, no, all the jokes coming out. Yeah.
Floodgates are open.
Oh, I can't believe you used the word floodgates and flaps in the same sentence. Good grief. Quanaman said, what do you do if your flaps become all slimy and difficult to manipulate, James? A cloth or a wet wipe. But there you go. Let's move on. Marshall, don't let the flaps get you in a flap. Yeah. And Luke saying, a lot of work, James, but it's going to look phenomenal. Yeah. We'll see. I have... I didn't tell you the reason for this. I've been speaking to Luke during the week about a few bits and pieces, and I have bought another kit because I want to do a diorama of a plane that's the same size, different type, and I bought it thinking, it's easy, I can fold the wings, not a problem. The wings on the Hellcat fold in a completely different way, and that's a whole different ball game. So I am on the lookout for a trumpeter kit, 02256, I think it is, that has the flappy wings that you can open. So if anyone's got one in the stash they don't want, let me know.
So it's still a Helldiver?
No, the second plane will be a Hellcat, so it's a fighter instead of a bomber.
Okay.
So but anyway, let's move on. So there we go, we're all up to date. 23 people watching. Thank you very much for all being with us. Make sure you said hello and get involved in the chat. The other update I've got is my nuts. We've done the flaps, we might as well talk about nuts.
Well, what with Karl's big chopper as well? His whole
Well, that's it. Yeah,
going wrong.
there's no theme to this show. We just throw it all together, you know.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's true.
like pretty much everything else I do. Yeah, so my nuts are all cleaned up, and I will be filling them very shortly. Not this evening, but I will be doing a live at some point. Hopefully next week. But we're gonna sit down for an hour or so and play with my nuts. So watch out for that because I'm sure that'll be riveting.
Come and join in, everybody. Watch James play with his nuts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, about time. I mean, you left it very late. We've all been doing it.
Well, you know, I don't like to play with my nuts in a crowd, so you know, I've got to wait till everyone else is finished.
Yeah, it's the fashion. Do you know what you're doing yet?
Malcolm,
what your plan is?
This is James we're talking about. He never knows what he's doing.
You know what it'll be like. It'll be a case of I got my nuts. What can I do with them?
Yeah, I bet you've got Scalemates and type the walnut in to see what extra photo etch is available for the walnut.
Well,
what photo etch and resin?
As you're talking about photo etch, funny enough, no, I'm joking. Although that's given me an idea.
No.
Ooh. Photo etch nuts. Is that in the rules?
Yeah. Anything's in the rules, pretty much. Who cares about the rules?
TIE fighters don't care about rules, do they, Malcolm?
No, they do not. No. They're TIE fighters and they don't care. Thank you.
Harry's just saying there that he saw a 132nd Trumpy Daltonless today in his local hobby shop. Buy it.
Ooh.
Yes, buy it. One of three planes that are my favourites. So yeah, I totally tell you to buy it. And if you want any help with any reference pictures and stuff, give me a shout because I can send some over. I've got loads, and I'm more than happy to explain to you how to wire the engine as well. Super easy, super easy.
Super easy.
I'm not going to take full credit for it because I stole it from Airfix, but yeah, it's all good. Wifey Day saying, well, never expected so much. Debauchery, nuts, flaps. Heaven knows what's next. Well, yeah.
Shocking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a family show, isn't it? It's before 9 o'clock. No?
Used to be.
I think there are people with families, yeah.
Used to be, then Dan joined.
That's true, yeah. It's Dan's fault. Talking of which, Dan says, all nuts. I'm not breathing heavy, are you? No, I'm not. Luke is saying, a plea for assistance. If anyone knows where I can get my hands on a 48th scale op it alert. Jayhawk HH60, I would be eternally grateful. Oh,
alert.
Jayhawk. I don't know what that is.
It's you meant to say Italiary.
Ah, it's Italieri, right? Okay.
Somehow it came out as up it alert.
Came out as up it alert.
Yeah.
A very well-known modelling factory. Drive up the walnuts, Harry says. Yeah, definitely. White Glove Models is saying, is Malcolm in charge of the quiz this week? Well, funny, that's a really good segment. Yes, he is. And we'll be going over that disclaimer. We'll deal with that in a minute. Yeah. Dominic is saying James Hellcat is the one from Airfix. No, it's not 124th. Good God, no. I'd love to get one, but no, I can't afford that. No, it's 132nd scale. It's a good question to ask. Sorry, Dominic, I should have said. Yeah, it's the Hellcat is the trumpeter. The kit that I think I want or need is kit 02256. Basically, it has the option within the kit to have the wings folded. So that's what I'm looking for. So yeah, 132nd. But I'll send US. Oh right, okay. It's US Coast Guard, long out of production. Apparently, what he's looking for. Chance is just saying that Hobby Boss may be a good place to look for the Jayhawk. Okay. And Harry's just confirming the prices for the 124th Hellcats are crazy. 175 plus. Yeah. Yeah, they're out of production now. So those of the people that have got them in their stash will be selling them on. I'm hoping they're going to repop it at some point. I'm sure they will, but not at the moment. They won't.
What is Jayhawk? What is that?
I think it's a helicopter.
Okay.
I think. Kind of man says, "How's it my fault? I'm cute and innocent as a bunny, unless you've seen Monty Python and searched the Holy Grail." Well, yeah.
Indeed. Look at the teeth.
Chance says they do a 172nd Jayhawk, so they may do a 148th. Yeah, maybe. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, they just talk to each other about scales.
Anybody watch Andy's Hobby Headquarters here?
Time to time.
Did you see that he's building his own scale model with, I think it's Tacom?
Yes.
He actually showed it off last night.
Oh, did he?
Yes, 1/16th scale Sherman.
And,
oh my goodness, the thing looks phenomenal. He's only got the test shot so far, so he's built one, and then he showed the sprues off last night, and oh my goodness, it looks fantastic. It's still missing bits and bobs, still missing all the weld seams and the casting texture and the casting numbers and things like that. But yeah, it looks phenomenal. The tracks look amazing.
Is it going to be a remote control one, or is it going to be just static scale model?
It's static, but I can imagine the way because he literally grabbed hold of it and he just rolled it across the desk like that, just to show you how well the tracks worked. And I could imagine if you put an axle in it and put a little motor in it, you could motorize it quite easily.
Yeah, they'd want to market it to that group as well, wouldn't they?
Yeah. But yeah, it's not overly expensive either. I think it's around the $140 to $160 mark.
Yeah, okay, too.
It's not that bad, is it, for that size kit?
Nope.
Well, the kit's not out yet, so they don't.
No.
So apparently the Jayhawk is a Coast Guard version of the Black Hawk. So it is a helicopter.
You were right, yeah. Okay.
Dominic saying he has the Hellcat from Airfix 124th. Oh, yeah, lucky so-and-so. It's all right. I'm just scanning Quano's things before I put them up. Not that I think I'm going to get caught out at any point.
Proofreading.
Yes. Apparently he's waiting for Karl to finish sanding so I can say a Mr. Spot.
Oh, you always miss a spot.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
Do that on purpose. Black Rifle Model says, I have the Jeep from Andy on pre-order. We'll definitely be getting one of the
Jeep
Shermans.
Looks nice as well. Yeah.
So that's 16th scale too, yeah? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The Dragon do a 9th scale Jeep.
Wow.
Huge. That is nice scale. It's Action Man scale, basically.
Action Man scale?
Action Man scale.
I might have an Action Man helicopter upstairs. I don't know. I certainly got the armored car.
Do you?
Yeah, I got the armored car up there. Definitely.
Oh my God. You should get that out and paint it up.
Wow. I could weather out. That'd be quite cool, yeah. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah. I mean, have a look to see how much it costs first before you.
It's not in great condition. I mean, it's solid plastic without a doubt, but it's been well used. Harry's saying it's the Sherman. He's screaming out to be motorized. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very nice. And Wafu Dave is saying again that the Jayhawk is a Sikorsky MH60. He thinks it's based on the Seahawk.
Makes sense.
Cool. So, Malcolm, are you ready to make your apologies and all that?
No, but I will be in minutes.
Okay. So
all you
we're
need
going
to do is share that screen, and I'm ready to roll.
Okay, cool. So we're going to do our guests. Is it? I assume it's guess the thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, a guess the thing from our guest. So bear with us. I'll give you a couple of minutes to go run off and get a cup of coffee and or a screaming bag or whatever it is you need.
A screaming bag.
Should that be a pillow to scream in?
Yes.
That's the one. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, well, no, just get a pillow and a notebook so you can reevaluate your life choices and why you do
so. For those of you that haven't already, obviously we have got we will be going over to the Facebook page at some point to look at what's been on your bench this week. So if you haven't posted a picture, now's a really good time to do it because you can multitask, I'm sure. And we'll go through that in a little bit. But we're going to go over to Malcolm first. He says,
Do you not have any titles for this? Just go straight in it raw. You don't have a thing.
Well, what do you mean? I don't understand what you mean. Do you
have
mean this?
It's time to guess the thing, the themabob, the themajig, the thing. Bring on the wibble.
Yeah, that one.
Ah, dear.
Something like that. That'd be perfect.
Right.
Well, otherwise, I'm not in the mood. You know, that
Okay,
kind of gets me in the mood. I've got my sequin red jacket on now, and I'm ready to go.
Okay. Well, while you're hosting and doing your guess the thing, what I'll do is I'll just nip out the back to the green room and fill up your M&Ms for you.
You nip out the back and run.
A box of
hat.
the box of hobnobs.
Yeah,
Top them up.
Yeah, absolutely. Plain ones, please.
Ah, okay.
Right, guess the thing. So, okay. If you haven't played this before, this is going to be a short one. But if you have played this before, you know what's going on. If you haven't played this before, I apologize in advance. All you're basically going to be doing is looking at the thing and then guessing what that thing is, then typing it into chat. Hence the name, Guess the Thing. Yes, it's by me. I'm age 45 3/4. So, first one up. What's that? Answer in chat, please. Have a guess, have a go. If you think you know.
I got it.
Yeah, I thought you might. Yeah. So, it's something. It's a thing. Have a think. Type in your thing to the chat. You can play the game with the family. You can gather the family around. Gather the family around the screen and say, look at these idiots, what they do.
You know what I have to put up with?
Like a circus, like you do at a circus. You look at the freaks at the circus. Look at these nuts and see if they can guess what it is.
Say what you see.
Say what you see. Yeah. Have you seen it, James, or are you off busy making coffee?
I'm just playing hobnobbing at the moment.
Right.
No, I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is the best one too. So
the best one.
All downhill from here, folks.
Yeah, it's I peaked early. Let's say. Yeah. Yes. So starting to get some guesses come through. That's very good. Model making trucker saying, gather the family. Hold on, I'll go wake Connor and Paige up. No, don't. Do not do that. That'll be awful.
So we got chance of going in with Mari Cyprus. We have got Wafu Dave with Millie Cyprus. We've got Rob with Cyprus Millie. Mark saying, when you make a typo when looking at internet fun. Yeah. Okay. And no, Lewis, leave the children where they are, please.
Yes.
You'll get yourself into trouble. And you can't blame me.
Yeah. Can't think your pets around. They'll be harmless for them. Wouldn't it? They would know. They might sense the pain, and fear. They're good at that, but they might be quite comforting for this kind of thing. What do you think it is then, Karl?
I'm going to go with what Chancer said. It's Miley Cypress.
And what about you, James?
I got to be honest. I agree. I totally agree.
White Glove Model says he's literally stumped. And I can't even think of a funny comment for this one. I'm sorry. Shall I reveal the pastille? Show you what it is?
Oh, yes. Let's do it.
Yeah, Miley Cypress. Miley Cypress.
There we go. So we set the tone. And just remember that he has peaked on the first one.
Yeah. So I set the volume to 10 and it just goes worse now. So thanks for watching.
Lewis says, I wouldn't blame you, James. Malcolm told us to gather the family, but again, Connor and Paige love Malcolm. Yeah, that's true.
Well, who doesn't?
And the next one.
All those crickets love me. And that tumbleweed just coming in from stage right. That seems to like me too. Here we go. Right, next one. What's that?
Can I just clarify? I didn't ask this earlier. There is a theme or not a theme?
No, there's no theme. God, no.
Oh, no. Okay, fine.
Never is. There never is a theme ever. It's just like this is random stuff that I find fascinating, and then pass it on to you guys to enjoy. Basically, it's whatever I'm into at the time. I used to do guess the things with exhausts. I had about 3 or 4 weeks just photographs of exhausts from aircraft and tanks and cars and everything else. And you had to guess what the exhaust was.
I do remember that.
Guess the exit hole.
Guess the tailpipe.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
We're still trying to get viewers back from that, actually.
We got some guesses coming in. So keep them coming in. There's 22 of you watching. We've got Rob with the Proclaimers. We got Lewis with 500 miles by the Pretenders. Yeah, okay. Matthew Dave. He's gone with 500 miles from them 2 jocks. A clarification from Lewis, Proclaimers even. Chance's gone with the Proclaimers. And White Glove Model says, this is proper distance that you are safe from the Northerners. Okay.
Easy now.
Harry's saying, and I will walk 500 more.
Indeed.
Seems
So I'm
to be a
looking
theme
for quite
there.
a specific answer to this. Quite a specific answer.
Pacific. Oh, is there a clue there?
No.
No.
What about you, Karl? What's rumbling through your mind?
The same. It's something to do with the Proclaimers. Something about 500 miles and then 500 more.
So specifically, what are we looking at? What do you think, James? Got any ideas?
Specifically, I'm looking at a map with some dots on 500 miles. No, I think it's the song from the Proclaimers of I'll walk 500 miles and then 500 more.
So what is it specifically we're looking at?
I can't
Because
believe
you'll appear to know a song by the Proclaimers called 500 Miles, but what specifically are we looking at right here?
Oh, he's gone off on a tangent, hasn't he?
No. Just roll it through your head. Roll the lyrics through your head, and you might get it. Do you want to put a timer up, or do you want me to just go to the?
Let me just quickly do the chat, and then you can finish on live on air. Yeah, absolutely. Mark says, "How far you can smell my fart?" What you just did. That's. Is it the gassy radius, blast radius from 2 helpings of beans compared to one. Rapid Dave says, when I wake up. Oh.
Yes, that's
Yes.
good. Yeah, keep thinking along their lines.
See what he's done then. There seems to be a foul smell going on because gas fallout after a Vindaloo and a few pints. Rapid Days, 1,000 miles. Junkworks has joined us and says, good evening all.
Evening, Scott.
And
Hi.
what Bubble says, by the man that walked 5,000 miles. So, yes, go on.
Junkworks, hello. I like your YouTube channel. That's what I'll say. I like it. Yeah, okay. I'll reveal it. So you're going for Proclaimers, and so you, Karl, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, specifically, it is. Oh, I can't see it because you've got the scrolly thing at the bottom.
How is it would say how far would I can take the scrolly thing off 1 second.
You take the scrolly thing off.
Yeah.
In my way. Get out of it.
You're here now, so we don't need to know. How far I would walk to fall down at your door.
Yeah, that's how far. Yeah. So if you sing the song through, so I would walk 500 miles, I would walk 500 more, just to be the man that would walk to fall down at your door. That's sort of the lyrics.
It'd probably take 3 or 4 months.
It would take a while, yeah.
So is
Quite a lot
this
of swimming involved?
Is this linked to your shed?
No. No.
Oh, I just wondered.
What? Because it mentions the word door, and we talked about doors on the shed. No.
Fall down.
Oh God! Because I took the metal beam out. Don't say that.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
It'll be fine. I've done scale modeling before. I know how to make things nice and strong. That shed's held up by plenty of plastic card.
A lot of filler.
lots of plastic putty. It cost me a fortune.
Some fishing weights at one end.
Oh yeah. This is good idea.
Mark at Edinburgh Modelling Manco says, good evening, everyone. Sorry for being late to the party today. I'm glad you're here, mate.
Mark.
Wafu Dave says, very clever, amazing enough. A bit of Junkworks is saying, thank you. New content coming soon. Been on overtime, so not had the time to get editing done. Yeah, know that feeling.
Yeah, definitely know that feeling.
Lewis says, I would walk 5 steps and say, sod it, I'm going home.
Sounds good. Good song. Okay, there we go. That was that one. So bear with. What's that? What's that a map of? Answer in chat, please.
This might be fake, this picture, because I can't believe if it's anything to do with heat that Scotland would get that hot.
It is a heat map of sorts, but not of temperature.
Oh. See, I'm learning, Karl. This is what Malcolm does when someone else does guess the thing. He asks lots of questions.
I'm going to guess that it's IQs. The lighter the colour, the higher the IQ.
As in the whiter.
Yeah.
Okay. So
The paler the colour, the higher the IQ.
So what happened to the first one?
That was pre-Brexit.
Yeah.
Well, it's split into 3, so it's showing you different areas. So if you to overlay all 3, it'd show you.
Yes. Yeah. So what do you think that is? What's that map telling us?
So, Lou's saying that some people in the UK. Robbie's saying going, gone.
Looks like that, doesn't it?
Waffy
3 separate things.
Waffy Dave's get all excited because it's Ruby Murray time. Get
Who's Ruby Murray?
Curry.
All right.
Oh, I thought that was the tennis player's mum, isn't it?
She's not called Ruby.
Is she not?
Is she not?
No,
What's she called?
it's not Ruby.
Okay, so you don't know what she's called, but you know she's not called Ruby.
Oh, you're going to make me Google and stuff now, aren't you?
No, definitely no. You're playing
I'm
against the
gonna.
thing and not to Google it. No. Well, that's Google while playing Guess the Thing. It's a rule. No, it's not. It's a guideline.
Siri, what is Andy Murray's mother's name?
Judy Murray is
Judy.
Andy Murray's mother.
Oh, it's
That's
close.
close enough.
It's close.
Oh, yeah. It's got a D and a Y in it. Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
only
my
a couple of
mistake.
letters out.
It's
Thanks,
pretty
Siri.
close. It rhymes and it's same amount of letters. I mean, if you accidentally called her Ruby, she wouldn't be really upset. She'd understand.
No, I'm sure. You get the same reaction if you called her Brian. Yeah.
I was going to say, you
No,
might
no,
call
no.
her Dave.
That's right. Or if you're screaming her name out, she might be upset. Ruby's my sister.
Oh dear. Harry's saying snows in June up north. That's Scott. Chance has gone with Simply Red.
Okay.
Steve's there. Good morning, Britain.
Morning, Steve.
Morning. Not that many people watching.
he's obviously woken up from the drugs.
Not fully.
No. Waffle Day said she's called Mrs. Murray. No, that's true. Yeah. Chance is saying, or a Simply Red song. Oh, okay. Quano's gone with its Gorbachev's head at different times of the year.
Yeah. He had that birthmark, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Harry's gone with red wine. Ian's gone with radion gas level map of the UK. Right. Junkworks has gone with raining and windy right now, Harry. So it's obviously raining and windy in the north. Yes, that's up to date with the chat. There we go.
So what is it, Carl?
I quite like Chances, a Simply Red song.
Okay. It's showing 3 different things, 3 different maps of something. What that is we got to guess. It's not a song. There's no theme here. It's because the last one was a song. Doesn't mean this one will be. What do you think it is, James?
I think it is in relation to the weather over the last couple of weeks in England and where the heat's been.
Oh, okay.
So,
right.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's not heat.
In that case, it's not that.
So a heat map. So it shows, the incidence of something higher versus something lower, as in the redder it is, the more things there are, but it doesn't mean temperature. Well, that doesn't help you, does it?
No.
Carl,
Yes.
when you were younger, in the playground, a young Carl, your beard was only just coming in. Do you remember playing a game in the playground where you would run around and someone was had the lurgy or the baddie, and you had to hit someone, and then they would have it, and then you would carry on.
Bulldog.
I mean, like Tick.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
This is what this is. This is different parts of the country that you play that game and what they called it. So TIG for people up the north, TAG for people in the sort of Midlands and Ireland, and IT, which is what I called it, down in the south.
We used to call it either Tick for the C or It. Yeah. But I've lived from anywhere from right up the top down to the bottom. So.
Yeah. Okay. Did you experience it where they called it TAG? You've been to places like that?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. You knew you were on
Else,
holiday if they were calling it TIG. For me. But you, James, what did you call it?
I never played it because I was, going back in my youth, I was too busy down at coal mines.
I was going to say that behind the bike.
Or
I thought you were up the chimney.
I came out working from the womb, so I haven't got no idea.
Up the creek.
No. I don't remember playing it. We played Bulldog, which is similar, I guess. But
Nah, Bulldog's
Yeah.
very different.
is it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, Bulldog is different, totally different.
That's a bit
okay.
rougher.
Bulldog is
shall we
when
say.
you got like a line of people and you got to try and
Yeah.
get past that line.
Yeah, that. It's just my upbringing.
Were you brought up or were you dragged up?
Well, to be honest, once we got past the age of 12, we called it nicked because we were running against the line of police, and if you get caught, you're nicked.
Where did you grow up?
You
Sounds
didn't. You was
terrible.
hatched.
It was hatched.
Yeah, it was hatched. Brought up by Monastery.
Blimey. Kiss chase. says Steve.
Yeah, apparently. No, I never played that. All the boys weren't interested. Anyway, he also said migration map of COVID or COVID map. Yeah.
Oh, Wafford says tick you're it. So he says map is incorrect. But I guess it's just only showing those three as the most popular ones.
And White Glove Border says just a friendly reminder to everybody to drop kick that like button for everyone. Yeah, thank you very much. That'd be lovely if you did. That will help me.
I have liked it so much I've liked it twice.
Oh, I say. Wonderful. So this is all coming good.
Next one.
Now, I've got a guess for this. I think I might know the answer.
Hello, man says you came out of the womb working. Did you have a miner's hat on, James? Well, you would have been a miner once he's born.
Yeah, it was called a miner's hat because obviously I wasn't old enough to wear an adult hat. So yeah, you're right.
Well, everyone's a miner, aren't they, when they're tiny?
So there you go, 23 people watching. Get your guesses in if you haven't completely lost the will to live by now.
I tell you, people are very resilient.
They are. Steve straight in there with a guess with Mum's Gone to Iceland.
B?
This is what I love about this game, is that after a couple of slides, you start getting into the mindset of the person that's done it.
That's a very scary place.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, there's lots of balloons. It's not somewhere you want to be. I've had a lot of therapy to get to this point. Any ideas, Karl?
I think similar to Steve, it's something about going to Iceland, but I can't see where the mum link is there. So, something about
Mark
Iceland, obviously.
Mark Shellard saying Tesco's didn't have what I want, so I went to Iceland. Quantum Man is saying it's the distance Lewis travelled after Nat drop kicked him after the car park incident.
Of course.
Chancellor saying the northern gap used by the Russian submarines entering the Atlantic.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, so Chancellor's kind of picked up the fact that the arrow is very wide and very long. That's good.
Okay. White Glove Model. That doesn't help me at all, but never mind. The map is showing the evacuation route for the UK and England after President Biden comes to visit. And Wafu Dave says Cod War.
Cod War. Not the Cold War.
No,
Santa's quickest route home.
Oh, did you get that guess from the wide arrow? Or was it because it was a red arrow?
It was a red one.
Ah, gotcha.
So yeah, think about what the red arrow is going across.
Water.
It's not the Joker's not in there.
Water. That's how my daughter's starting to speak now. I have to really remind her to use her T's, and I'd sound like my own father. And she says, "Oh, Dad, I want some water." I'll go water. and then I'll just catch myself, and I just feel terrible.
Oh dear. You wait till she starts speaking like a gangster, then that'll do it.
Yeah, well, she's already sounding like she's from the back streets of London, wherever that might be. I don't know.
Yeah, my one of my sons went into a phase of talking like he was a rapper. Yeah. Anyway, Santa says Santa, it's nearly Christmas. It is. It's 23 weeks to go, I think, or something like that, isn't it? Mark Shuller says, how far the last one floated when I just flushed. Good point, Wafu. Rob saying, bridge over troubled water. Oh, see where you've gone with that. White Gloves Models is saying, an underground freeway route map from Iceland to Ireland to Iceland. Connor Man saying, do have to get codpiece for the cod war. And Wafu David saying, Atlantic crossing by another jock bloke.
Isn't it called War Zone for COD, not War?
Oh, I don't know. And Lewis giving us an update. Santa's due in 155 days.
How many hours?
Have you got your list written down?
Oh, yeah. It'd be the same list as the last 3 years, but I haven't been good enough still to get anything.
I'm saying to Lewis, make sure you write your list and make sure you put the scale that you want them in.
Yep.
Don't forget that.
Oh, yes. I don't know if anyone noticed. I haven't put it up in Creche. I'll try and remember to do it later on today. But there was a video of someone doing the Enterprise, I think it was, maybe. Second World War aircraft carrier, anyway. Oh, my God. An amazing build. Really amazing. And even to the point where the mad person had all of the aircraft with photo etch, and it was a 1/200th scale aircraft carrier. Wow! And when I say photo etch, I mean it even had photo etch for the canopies and all that sort of stuff. Mad, absolutely mad, brilliant.
Wow!
3,699 hours till Christmas.
Feels about that time that I've been doing this Guess the Thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So get your guesses in. We're gonna find out what this is in a minute. So if you haven't guessed,
what do you think it is, James? What do you think it is?
Well, to be honest, I thought it was pointing out the new border for the Eurozone,
right?
For us to do our taxes and stuff in when we send stuff over to Ireland, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Oh, and Karl thinks it's what did you say it was, Karl?
Santa's route home.
Santa's route home. Got you.
So, Wafu Davies saying Earth crust fault line. Do you know how many days till Telford, Lewis? That's almost as good as Christmas. That's true. It's not that long. And Harry is saying, is that the same one with all the hanger deck lit up? Yeah, it is, Harry. Yeah, absolutely.
Not seen that one yet.
Yeah, I did send it to Lewis, but he didn't respond. I think he was because he was too busy admiring the video. But yes, it was mind blowing. Mark just saying he's seen the video as well. I will post it up in the Creche in a minute or two. And Lewis is good with his calendars today. 112 days till Telford.
Wow.
Oh, that you got a point.
Sorry, someone's messaging me, probably to say, hey, you're on the Saturday Night Creche.
Yeah, what are you doing on Saturday Night Creche? Try not to answer your message.
Yeah, reminding me you need to turn your phone on silent when you're on YouTube.
Right, okay, so over to you, Malcolm.
Right, okay, so here we go. So have you ever noticed, that's what this is, have you ever noticed that Ireland is just one sea away from Iceland?
That's terrible.
It is. It's shocking.
Genius, but terrible.
Do you know when I said earlier, you have to get in the mind of the person that does it? Mm-hmm.
No chance.
Yeah. Well, you can imagine what it's like for me.
Just can't escape.
No. So yeah, 1C away from Iceland. No one got that, unfortunately.
No.
Oh.
No points
No.
awarded.
Lewis is just saying that he might have watched the video a few times on his own.
Which one?
The one with the model.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not that video, Malcolm. The other one.
Oh, okay.
That one with the hanging deck, not the hanging. Yeah. Anyway. Wafu's just admiring your tenacity at your slide.
He's just shocking. He's just upset that he wants his Friday night back.
Oh, dare I ask, is there more?
No, that's it.
Oh, we were just getting in a swing as well.
No, well, sorry, no, that was it. I wouldn't want to,
Break
ruin
too
it.
many people.
Yeah,
dear.
that's right.
That's so funny. Brilliant.
I don't want
Thank
to
you,
get invited
Malcolm.
back. That's why.
Oh, I see. So what you've actually done is you've done a series of them.
Yeah, well, I've been doing these things for like 2 years now on the show, so I've gotten worse at it, and I just don't care anymore.
Clearly doesn't show. But yeah, thanks for that, Malcolm.
You're welcome.
Oh dear, yeah. That last one was definitely similar to the one we did last time. But
Well, that's why I thought you'd like it.
Yeah.
I thought you'd like it.
There we go. So 21 people watching. There's an hour and a half in. Thank you so much for still being with us. We're going to look at your work in a little minute or two. So if you haven't done already, go over to the Facebook page, Saturday Night Creche, and underneath the post of what's on your bench, pop a picture on, explain what you've been doing, what it is, what scale it is, all that sort of stuff. Will it be good? So cool. Bear with me a second. I've just got to nip out. I
Oh,
will be back shortly.
okay.
I've
You've
just
got
got
to
to double check those
fill
hot
the air,
dogs are there.
You've got to fill the air, Karl.
Yeah, I'll hand over to Karl and his chopper.
There's Karl there. Maybe Karl's left as well.
Oh, no, I'm
Carl's
still
left.
here.
Oh,
I'm still here.
he's there. So I do like the fact that you've got your Levels for Heroes badge on the mat there.
Yes.
Yes, it's upside down, however.
That's because I'm used to having the thing the other way around, but
Yeah, because your cutting mat is upside down too.
yes.
So what do you have? You have a top-down camera, and it's usually the other way around.
Yes, it used to be. It used to be sit on top of the monitor, so it'd be pointing at that way. So everything was. My hands would come in from the top.
Right.
But now it's on a little boom arm above, and I keep forgetting to turn things around.
I see. Yeah, I've got the same. This thing here.
Yes.
This is my downward camera, and then what I did is got a magnetic light to sit on the boom, which is
good idea.
Yeah, it just sits on here. It's a USB thing, Amazon cheapy thing, but it's got on and off only when I really need the extra light.
Yeah, my light goes on a boom as well. So.
Oh right, yeah. Well, you see, we're doing that way, my way. You're going to get one boom.
Indeed, yes.
You got booms all over the place.
I got another boom here with a microphone on it as well.
It's a bit like my desk at the moment. I've got 3 booms. Well, I say 3 booms. I've actually got 5, but yeah.
I've got 2 others that I had to send the lights back because unfortunately one of them failed.
Yeah, I've got 2 booms with a studio light on each of them. Then I have a boom with a microphone, and I've got a boom with this camera, and I have a second boom next to it that I have set up for trialing a new camera, but I haven't removed it.
Wow,
So
boom envy.
Yes, and I have another boom somewhere else that I don't use at the moment. So yes, never mind. Long story. Anyway, let's have a quick look at the chat. Make sure we're up to date with it. Matthew Davis saying he's wrapped his head in tin foil after that. Luke saying, God damn it, public made me miss guess the thing. How does the links go together, Karl?
Pretty well, actually. Pretty well. There's a few fiddly bits, but for the main part, yeah, it's going together quite nicely.
And yes, he does. Yeah, he does know it needs glue. So yeah. And Steve's saying boomtastic. I'm wondering whether Steve's got a boom next to his bed, because I'm sure he's got one with a telly on it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
well,
gee,
so Luke says that he missed guess the thing. So should we do it again for him? Start from the beginning.
Yeah.
yeah, because we can get it right now if I can remember the answers.
I think you still get it wrong.
You're probably more than likely, to be honest. Rob's just saying his boom's bigger than yours. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, it could end up being a segment, this. Show us
How
your
big
boom.
is your boom?
Oh dear, right. Okay, so let's get ready. I'm just going to refresh the page to make sure we're up to date with what's on the bench. And we'll head over and have a look at that before we lose too many people. Oh dear, this might take a while. It's all right. I'm busy looking at the screen going, well, why are you refreshing? It doesn't take that long. Scrolly. Oh, that's not good. My
right, James.
Yeah, no, my scrolly froze.
That's not good.
No. Right. Okay. So all I need to do now is a bit of this. Clicky. Bear with.
We're bearing with.
The computer says no. So there we go. This is the Facebook page. I put the post up late today. I do apologise. I thought we'd done it. I hadn't. So it's only been up for 3 hours, but loads of people have posted, so that's good. Now, before I go any further, as my technical supervisor is with me this evening, Malcolm, I remember you telling me there was something I could do to this to make it bigger.
Yes. Well, first things first, you can maximize your window so that we're not seeing pictures of your sunset in the background. Second thing, on the left-hand side where it says Manage Group, there's a little picture of a door, a little icon. Click that bad boy, and boom, baby, you've got all
there we go.
The real estate. And just be careful no one messages you.
Oh, no, I'm sure someone will at some point.
If you
that's
Windows,
fine. Cool.
You could hit Control and scroll as well.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I'm not on Windows. No, I'm an Apple boy. Can't afford Windows. Once you've bought an Apple, can't afford nothing. Anyway, so first up is the wonderful Luke. There we go. So this week I have mostly been working on setting up or seeing the viability of setting up a new social media group for the YouTube subscribers. During the process, I've been delving deep into the depths of my hard drive and found a picture of the first model I built all those years ago when I found the hobby. It is an Airfix 1/48th scale Snatch Land Rover.
And a Dio as well. Very nice.
And a Dio, yeah. This is from Operation Hendrick. Entirely brush painted with Humbrol and Valerio acrylics. Blast from the past, I'm sure. If they weren't now so expensive, I would happily buy one again. Yeah.
Wow. If you did
Yeah.
have one, Luke, would you build it the same way to see what the difference is? Or would you like to have that one again? You can do it again. What would you do if you could have it?
That's a good question, and it is something in which you should get hold of, Luke. To be honest, I'm a great advocate of somebody who, if you can get hold of the earlier kits you made, get hold of them and have another attempt at it with what you've learned now, and see what the difference is.
It look exactly the same.
Yeah, more than likely.
I've got a 1/72 scale Lightning from Airfix in my shelf, and it looks shocking. And not a Lightning, sorry, Typhoon. And I want to redo one day so that I can say, look how far I've come.
Yeah, you should do.
Should, but I haven't.
So this is me. Go on, sorry, your first kit?
No, go on. Carry on.
Okay. So this is me just saying about the belts I've been playing with, the 132nd Helldiver today. We've been putting it off for several months. Don't know why, just just the thought of threading that stuff. And as you can see, I was saying to Karl earlier, so on this, I'll get some zoomage look. This is how the belts come. They have a material or canvasy sort of texture and color to them. And when I took the first piece off, tried to thread it through the hole that was required, had a tantrum because I couldn't get it in the hole, and then realized that actually if you take the backing paper off, they fit perfectly. So it's almost like a decal without actually doing the decal work. So yeah, it's quite weird, but very effective. Looks really good, I think. And as you can see, that is the one set done.
Does it have stitching on it?
Yes, there is some very faint stitching along the edge. But if you look, if I zoom in on that one,
Enhance.
You can see
Enhance.
No, that's the best I can do. But you can see the texture on this strap here. It's quite a lot of texture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and put a very thin wash over them to try and bring that out a little bit more, and give some differentiation in the colours, because they're not going to be pristine, are they? So, but yeah, they're really cool.
Did you find out whether they'll be strapped down as well? Or...
Yeah, so no, I haven't. That alludes to the fact that it's going to be in a diorama. It's going to be in a hangar that they're going to be working on the aircraft. So Malcolm and I were talking about it and saying whether we would have the straps hanging out of the side and all that sort of stuff, which, if I'm honest, I probably will do, just to be different. But yeah, probably not if it's been maintained. No one's going to be jumping into it quickly or anything. So yeah, but yeah, that's me. Next up is Dan Cook. And he's working, he's messing about with rather the Das Works rebox of the classic Dragon Late Tiger. Lots of photo etch. He's having a few problems with gaps and stuff, he said, apparently.
Is that Zimmerit an extra, or is that part of the kit? Is that molded in?
It's molded into the kit, I believe. So cool. Karl, can you do me a favour?
Yeah.
If you want to jump in with any chat at any point while I'm doing the slides, you're more than welcome.
Will do.
Okay. Sorry, I could just see it on the other screen jumping. I wasn't sure what was going on. So next up is Len. Completed a week ago for a Century of Conflict group build, Falklands Conflict 1982. A 172nd Atelier Harrier GR3 and an Airfix Sea Harrier with a wall hanging display base inspired by the deck of HMS Hermes. That's cool. So that's actually going to sit on the wall as a picture. That's pretty cool. I like that idea.
Yeah, I like that. Just quickly, Luke is saying No, I wouldn't build it again using all the techniques I have learnt over the years.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he would build it again, but apply what he knows now.
Yeah. Vastly different, I expect.
Yeah. Would you hand paint it or would you brush paint it, especially with what you've been doing lately with hand painting?
Yeah.
Knowing him, he's doing both
Yeah.
at the same time.
Cool. There's a few more pictures from Len. Let's have a quick look. There you go.
That's really nice.
I like that a lot. Really do like that a lot. I've only ever built a Harrier once, and
Never
I can't
built one?
remember. Can't remember the kit I had. But I remember it being a real pain. But it was a long, long time ago. But I love the Harriers. Brilliant aircraft. Probably the only jet that I really like, actually. But there you go. So completed in June, Harrier GR1, Squadron 1. Bell size 1975, Airfix 172nd for the Century of Conflict group build. Painted mostly with Tamiya paints. The bell size operations markings are from Extra Decal, and the kit was a pleasure to build with no significant issues. Thoroughly enjoyed this. The first of a series of Harrier builds.
Very nice.
Yeah,
I like that one.
like that
a lot.
Very clever. And he's got the rods underneath the wing, so that that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I'd be worried that I'd whack my head on it or knock it off or something.
Look nice at the end of your shed, that would.
Yes.
So Dominic's up next. This is the Lav 3, almost ready. Model it is from Trumpeter. 135th. Was fairly easy to do. Fit very well. Wheels are resin. All extras are also made of resin. I don't remember the brand of the resin wheels, and the extras were from Black Dog brand. Everything is airbrushed with Mr. Hobby paint, or wash made with oil paint. Also used some wash from AK and MiG.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yep, like that.
Lovely. That's
Nice
quite cool
pictures as well. With the white background makes a good difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? That's quite nice tarp there as well. That's a camouflage tarp, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's got a pattern on it.
Yeah, I like that. That's clever. Not seen that before.
Dirty wheels.
Dirty girl.
Oh, you said that so badly. Very nice, Dominic. Very, very nice. And quite an interesting modern vehicle as well. Eagles. I like that. I did see your comment, Luke, about the Citadel, thin Citadel Saper and whatever the way you can pronounce that, medium. Yeah, I'll have a look at that. Talking about me belts. Oh, another one from Len. So currently on my bench are two more Harriers. This time it's the aircraft that operated over the Balkans in 1995, GR7 and the Sea Harrier FA2. Both Airfix kits. These will be mounted on a picture frame, displayed base to hang on the wall again.
Nice.
Really nice. I like the markings on those. They're quite cool, aren't they?
Oh.
Different.
Do like an Airfix Club boxing, although some of them are quite boring. especially one that Malcolm told me to sell. But anyway,
Well,
But
is
Mr.
it
Bean-
sold?
no, I've not put it up yet. You know me, I promise to do things, and I get round to them eventually. So this is inspired by the Black Rifle himself. Steve is in hospital, but he has managed to get hold of the new Tamiya 132nd Challenger 2, and inspired by Luke to build this simple but very detailed kit while I'm still in hospital. And no, James Kiffins, I will not be doing a hospital bed build series, which I suggested, which I thought would be quite fun.
Oh.
Certainly unique, because I can't think of anyone else that's done a hospital bed build.
No.
No. So definitely. Bear with me just 2 seconds.
One.
Sorry, you must be obeyed. Mark Ewing up next finished his Tamiya 135th Sherman early production tank with figures and base.
Nice as well.
The figure arms and legs and hands have been cut off and resculpted to fit the scene. To help him stand straight, I have placed a micro magnet to his feet. Nice. I like that idea.
Very nice.
It's a lovely build. Really
It
is.
I like the way that the Sherman's not straight on that road either. So jaunty
Yeah.
angle makes it a bit more interesting.
Mm. Yeah, it's very cleverly done, and the foliage on the side's really good as well. He's getting really good at the base, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Not that he was ever terrible anyway to start with, but yeah.
Well, does Mark only just started doing diorama bases then? Because I know that he does his tanks very well, but I don't ever really remembered what it looks like. What he does normally is he starting to branch out there? Is he?
He's been doing bases for a little while, but each base he does, you can see a progression in what he's doing. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And he's just technically getting so much braver with what he's doing. And yeah, he's just doing an awesome job with it. Really awesome.
He's one of my favourite modelers, Mark. I enjoy his stuff.
Yeah, it's I'm hoping, if I'm honest, Mark plucks up the courage and puts these into some model show competitions, because he should do.
And not when I'm putting them in, but yes, you're right.
But yeah, there's a top view. Look at that. Lovely.
Yeah. Well, there's more colours in there than green, isn't there? There's all sorts going on. Yellows, browns.
The pictures aren't doing that. These pictures aren't doing that any justice. They're nice pictures, but yeah, there's a lot more colour there than what looks there.
Have you seen it in person?
No, but I've seen other pictures in different light and stuff.
I see. Gotcha. Yeah, no, he's a really good modeler. Inspirational, I would go as far to say, because he doesn't stick to the same sort of thing. Everything has a different. You can see a different technique being done and stuff. He's really thrown all the tools at the model, looking really great. Well done, Mark. Thank you for sharing that. And also, he has finished the cheapest Vesda 135th T3485. Done this kit before, but this time I used it to learn brush chipping and worn effects like what the Night Shift shows in his videos. The whole brush chipping took me 4 hours in total. All the white markings were done with the brush and free airbrush. Yes. Wow. Yeah, there's nothing more I can say to that. Mark, I've not seen that before. That's amazing.
It's clever how you've gone. So it's a green, right? It's green, but there's hardly any green on it.
Yeah.
So that the highlight of that tank and those what's it called? The fuel tanks along the side. The top of those is almost like white and yellow and very, very light green. And the underneath of them in the shadows, and that's much darker, and it looks really, really lovely.
See, there is a reason why you should paint the bottom.
No, you shouldn't. He hasn't shown. Tell me you haven't shown in the bottom of the tank.
Oh well, let's see. Oh yeah, I love that. That's awesome. And even on the top of that turret, you can see the weathering, the almost like pools of snow that have been on it that have melted, and you know what I mean? Yeah, well, that's what he's saying to me. But yeah, it's just really, really clever. Really clever. I love that.
Delicious. Delicious is what it is.
And last from Mark. Last thing I'm working on now is a Tamiya 135 Tiger 1 with tons of PE that was given free to him at his local model club, and was going and also going back to my 135 T29 heavy tank US from last year, as I was never happy with how the kit turned out last year. So I decided to repaint and re-weather.
Oh, wow. Very brave. Have you ever done that? Have you ever taken a kit that you've made and redone it later?
No. I'm. If it's something that would be important to me, then I might buy the kit again and redo it, but I wouldn't repaint it. No,
me either.
And that was the kit that he got free from the club. Part started.
That's another bonus of being in a club, isn't it?
Yeah. And Mark will say that a lot of his club members are planes, so good club to be part of, because people that don't like tanks will be giving the models away to him. So.
Yeah, go join a model railway club. Loads of tanks.
Oh, okay, something different. This is from Karl. He's been trying out acrylic pouring. This is his third attempt with white and green and yellow.
It's like the fjords.
Bit of artwork. I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
How long is that going to take to dry, Karl?
They take about 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah, that's clever.
Have you seen the spinny ones? Seen those before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only 5 by 7 inches, that one. It's very small.
Spinny ones? What do you mean by spinny ones?
Well, they're spinning. As you pour the paint on, instead of it not spinning, they are spinning.
Gotcha.
And so as you pour the paint on, it kind of spins to the outside.
Gotcha. Right.
And gives you that spinny look.
No, I've not seen that. Oh, I like that. Become an artist, Diaz. Become an artist.
Been an artist for a while.
I thought you were, to be honest. Next up is Lewis. Got the first statue of his base painted. Got to clear coat and then weather it. Nice.
Yeah. There's so many cool colours on this as well. He's using all sort of, watching it on a session the other day. He's got all sort of pearlescence going on and everything else.
Yeah, very interesting. I think what's more interesting is not a ship. I don't mean that in a derogatory way, just that he's so into his ships
It's not a ship. It's very good.
No, that's what I mean. It's good. I like them. I like it. Scott Sutherland up next. He's the 135th Carver 4 from Meng, mounted on a homemade painting jig. He made to help him long-suffering neck.
I saw this painted jig quite a few days ago. It looks really clever. He made it himself.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So you raises up the model much higher off, so you're not having to bend down, bend over.
Yep. You can angle it and do all sorts with it.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Jewelers, don't they? Do they do a similar thing?
You can get a jeweler's jig, yeah.
Yeah, so they have raised things so that they're not having to bend down. They're just bringing the thing up to their eyes rather than bringing the eyes down. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
I do like the Macarva a lot.
Yes. Great looking tank.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a fan.
No.
Sorry. No, not really mine.
It's not your fault. We'll let you off this once.
No. Sorry. And the last picture for this evening is from Scott of another angle of his jig and his Macarva.
See, not one shot of the underneath of any of these tanks.
No.
Just saying.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So, challenge for next week. Anyone that's doing a painting of the model and paints underneath the model, pop a picture up for Malcolm.
What? Yeah, go for it. We'll do a guess the thing. Guess the tank from underneath.
Guess the tank from underneath. Oh, wow. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
What's that in the background there? Is that a Challenger?
Yeah. Challenger 2.
Yes.
And that's on some sort of stand as well, isn't it?
Looks like a candlestick. Maybe it's a very ornate candle.
Could be.
It's made of wax.
There you go. So, yeah, lovely. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. That is the end of this particular part. So, yeah, great. Really great to see your work. It's one of the best things about the show is watching everyone else's work. Without a doubt. Let's just take that off. We'll have a quick look at the chat, see where we're at. Junkwork says that he is a jeweler by trade. Yep. Malcolm.
Oh, wow. That's funny. Huh?
Yeah, it cost me a fortune.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's provided you your gold chains and everything, has he?
Oh, no, it's much more ornate than that.
I keep tempting my wife with jewellery as well.
Oh, I am with jewellery.
Matthew Dave's remarking upon your picture saying it looks like Google Earth. Yeah, it did. Yeah. And good. That is good. And that was in relation to, I believe, Mark's tank.
Mark Sherman.
Yeah. Black Rifle has said 100%, 100%. Loves it. And let's scoot up a little bit because some of these aren't going to make sense otherwise. Okay, so White Glove Models is saying, what do you guys use for gluing the photo etch onto plastic? I've been using super glue, but worry that eventually the parts will fall off as the super glue gets brittle over time.
Don't do photo etch.
No, that is the way around it. Luke says, not sure. I would probably use a combination of airbrush or hairy stick for revisiting the Snatch vehicle. Mark Schiller says, although PE looks great, if you can use it, it's a bit like a form of torture for me. Yeah. And Lewis is just getting excited at the fact that people are talking about photo etch in his GIMP mask. Not saying it's weird or anything, but Luke says, I use a good quality PVA as a rule for PE to plastic, but if you can with PE to PE, solder it. Yeah, it's the best way to get PE to stick to PE, soldering. So there you go.
Yeah, soldering. There's lots of videos on YouTube you can watch to learn how to solder, and it's quite a cheap kit to buy as well. It's a soldering iron.
Yeah,
just be careful you don't burn yourself. But yeah, to not worry about the time factor, it will stay there forever. The super glue will indeed degrade over time.
Yeah.
In light, UV light, I think it is.
Yeah. So there you go. Would you believe we've come up to the 2 hours mark almost? That
Wow.
went slowly.
Feels like 3.
Yeah, that went really quickly.
Mm.
Loads of people watching. Thank you everybody for watching. Let's have a quick look at the benches. Karl, have you done anything that you want to show?
So we are just building the gun mount at the minute.
So there you
go. So at the moment that is where we're at. Is that going to focus?
Oh gosh, yeah.
So
nice.
that part still moves. So we can
How many
position
pieces
the gun
was
where
that?
we want it. That is 11 pieces there. So not too bad. And then we have ammunition box. 2 pieces. I don't know what this box is for, but it sits underneath the gun. It's like a bin for catching brass or something.
Yeah.
And then we have the gun itself, which we drilled the hole out of. If it'll focus. No.
No, not going to play, is it?
No. But yeah, the barrel is drilled out. We use 2 different sizes of drills. One to chamfer the edge and then one to get inside. So
cool.
Yeah,
it's nice. It's nice. Is it going together well?
Go together all right, yeah. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
This is the Revell kit, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Yeah. I noticed that Airfix have repopping their links.
Yes.
Yeah, that's coming out soon.
Sits on the side there. Like,
oh, hang on.
Oh, yeah.
Just sits on the side of there like that.
Balances.
Nice.
So it's going to be fun trying to stick that to there with no support, or it just sits. There's no like connection point or anything.
You know, ever wait until it's almost done to glue it on.
Interesting. How about yourself, Malcolm? Did you manage to do any bits and pieces to your figure?
Not much. So I painted around the rim, like I said. I'm going to give it another go. I've stuck it to the rim, and then obviously I've got gaps, so I might fill it and then repaint it black. That's what I did. Bit boring, but that's all I had kind of time to do. I've also been working on a little fence gate for no reason other than I was sat here with a couple of lollipop sticks. I thought I would just make a gate because I've got bolt action fences that I made bespoke as well. So I thought this would go with the fences. So I just painted that. And then also while I was kind of doing the guess the thing, I found a couple of twist ties on my desk. Here's an extra one that I haven't touched. And this one, I just turned them and made them into this nice pattern. That's what I'll be working on today. Yeah. There you go. That is literally what I've done.
Excellent. So I've not managed to do anything to mine, so I won't go on to mine, unfortunately. But yeah, that's the choice of being a host, but that's fine. Look at the chat. Once we've done that, smooth as. So yeah, White Gloves Models just saying nice work, everyone. Indeed, yeah, always good to be looking at everybody.
Really nice, yeah.
Good
photos too.
Yes, yeah, great quality photos.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that don't get picked up is that the work is great, but the photographs show it off really well, and all the photographs on there are really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time and trouble, but it's well worth taking a moment or two to get the pictures right. So,
yep.
Jumpworks is just saying he's made a video showing off the jig and how it works.
I saw it on Instagram. I didn't see the video. I'll have to go and watch that.
Yeah.
Luke is saying micro maggots could be your friend, Carl. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might be worth looking into.
So when Junkworks says I have a video showing off the jig in the works, is he saying that he has a video in his channel which is called the Junkworks, or is he saying he's making it?
I may have
Something.
misread that. Yeah, you're right. He may have a video in his channel of the build,
In
or
the works.
how it works, so it speaks,
Yeah.
in the Junkworks. But if he hasn't, he should make one so we can all make a jig.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I just make an observation? I don't know if this has been said before, but the repair that you've got on your headphones looks like a beautiful green bow.
It does, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Has that been mentioned before?
No.
No, because this is the first time I've worn them to a camera, other than to you.
Oh, you look beautiful, and
yeah,
I'm going to send you some black tape in the post.
Send him some red tape.
No,
So it
I
looks like
got
a nice
black
little
tape.
red bow.
You just chose to go for the green look. Oh,
I
fair
chose
enough.
to go green specifically because it's not a pair of glasses with a plaster on the side, but it's a headphones with a on it.
You do look very pretty.
Well, you know, it matches my eyes.
No, it doesn't.
Or certainly how I've been feeling the last couple of weeks. But anyway,
Yeah.
But anyway, yes. So, yeah. Thanks, Malcolm, for pointing that out. You know, it was one of the things that people weren't saying anything about. But
or that, or like a Minecraft butterfly has landed atop your head.
Do you know what? I think now I'm going to use my headphones more often. And I'm going to change it. So I'm going to
every now and again. Yeah.
I'll have a bow one week and a flower the next week.
A fascinator for special occasions. Feather on it.
Well, I got to do something. I've got no hair and eyes. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for being with us for 2 hours. Appreciate it.
Indeed.
We are not back next week because we are both working. But we think we'll be there for the week after. So
Yes.
Keep an eye out for the posts, and I will put them up in a timely fashion, with any luck. So from the crew that is here this evening, and well, I know actually, what am I thinking? Thank you, Malcolm. Thank you, Malcolm, for being with us this
Thank you
evening.
for coming along.
Oh, you're most welcome.
It's been a delight.
Never a chore.
And yes, we may have a different guest next time.
Ooh, guess the guest.
Guess the guest. Oh, yeah, it's another feature. Woohoo! Oh dear. Yeah, that's quite cool.
You're more than
Actually, we
welcome
could do
back
that.
if you want to come in a fortnight, Malcolm. You can just join in.
Yeah,
yeah. Me again.
Yeah, guess the guest. It's him again.
Oh
no. Anyway, thanks guys for being with us, and we'll see you in a fortnight. So be good.
Bye. Yeah. Bye, everybody. Press the button.